Here we go. We are back. Tim Daniel, Bryan Long, 10-6 race. We're just getting started. They're good.
10-6 with Bryan and Tim.
Yeah, I got it from Tim. Where'd Tim go?
Bathroom.
Oh, okay. I thought we were ready to get things started. They were in a hurry to flip the coin, and Vilmus and Slavo is the other winner's side match. They're over on table 1. Okay, here comes Tim. Okay, now they're ready to start. Okay, we got Tim Daniel, Bryan Long. Let's try it spelled right. Not the way Tim wanted to get things started. Tim kind of leaned into that shot a little bit more than normal. That's pretty good when you got one of the guys in the match watching the match. Missed the shot, but didn't leave a whole lot. Will Tim... Is there a reward for banking this cross side? Can he avoid the 8? Or do you just play safe? And that sure makes it look like he has the left edge, if anything. Pointed from here, it doesn't look like he does. That's what Tim was looking for. should make quick work of the rest of this rack. Looks like Ray Skenador won the other match that was going on the one-loss side. Tim Daniel is about to go ahead 1-0. Turned out to be an easier rack for Tim than it looked like it was going to be right off the bat there. Gap scratch. Prime opportunity for Bryan here. 5'9" is about as wired as they come. Okay, what was that? I don't know if he rolled. He must have rolled too far because he certainly wasn't trying to roll past the 8. Everybody who's left in the tournament is in action right now. We're down to 4 tables, 8 players. I'm not sure what kick I like here.
Actually, the show, I just wanted to show winner's side matches, but Gary's playing against Ian 11-11.
Gary's going to have to roll balls pretty good, too.
Mm-hmm.
And I see Junior is warming up with the handicap of a score sheet and a pencil on the table to play with.
He's playing Ray. It's going to be a 9-8 race.
I'm not sure who I think's the favorite in that.
It'll be tough. Ray shoots pretty straight.
He may have left Tim enough of the 2-ball to make it. If not, no, he's going to shoot the combo. I think if he had left him enough of the 2, Tim would have gone for the run. But he didn't study it for very long. He just got right up, looked at it, called the 9. And missed it by a mile. And left Bryan hooked. It's a little cold in here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he hit it.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't leave the combination on.
Mm-hmm. Looks like he can throw it into to make it if he hits the side rail side of the 2 ball. They throw into the 7 to make it. It's not straight, but yeah, he has to throw it. See how he's throwing it? He's hitting the outside edge. Oh, he's playing safe. Nice safety.
That's a nice one, yeah.
It's still a 1 rail, but he's right up against it. Didn't give any option other than only hit it one side.
Well, and if Tim continues to play safety after safety, the odds are that Bryan is eventually going to leave him an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
If he's kicking balls over and over, and Tim has to know this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bryan, I like Bryan's game, but he's frustratable.
Right. Tim can be oh, okay. I was thinking his next ball was down here. Which on one hand, you'd think that doesn't make sense that he would leave himself dead hooked like that, but we watched him do it Friday.
Mm-hmm.
That was an interesting shot. Not what I think he was trying.
No, I think he was trying to run into it. That wasn't as good as safety. You can see the whole ball.
Yes, he can. Well, now he's going to test him. And this could also play into the frustration game, because if he doesn't make this, that'll frustrate you.
You hit the wrong side of the 5 ball.
Yeah. You know, Bryan has been progressively going further and further into the tournament. He's normally in the cash. Is this the first time he's come through day 1 undefeated?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This might even be the first time he's won a match on day 2. You know, as he always goes out on the day 2 in his second match, but he's got a diamond 9-footer at home now. So he's been practicing there.
Well, if this is uncharted territory for Bryan, it's definitely not for Tim.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mean to imply that Tim would put moves on Bryan. I'm just saying that Tim knows all the games. He knows all the aspects of the game.
And nothing should surprise him. he shouldn't get frustrated unless he just misses. He's got the experience not to be nervous at this level, I guess is the word you're looking for, right?
Yeah, and he's a very good front runner. When he's a favorite in a match, he's, well, most of the time. I'm not sure what that push was designed to do, unless he just doesn't think Bryan can. It's not that he doesn't think Bryan can run out, it's just I don't know if he thinks Bryan can control the table.
Well, I'm sure that Tim thinks that he wouldn't try to get back here behind this ball, I didn't think. I think Tim would have, he got a good safe, but he's going to one rail kick it in. But I think Tim would have taken that ball and put the cue ball 2 rails behind the 9 and left the 1 ball on the end rail instead of trying to put the 1 ball down here, up there. I think that's the difference.
So Tim feels he's going to outmove Bryan.
I think in that case he would have shot the left side of the 1 and brought him down 2 rails behind the 9 ball and left him longer instead of just trying for the theoretically easy 1 rail save.
And Bryan's going to try a typical 3 foul here.
He's going to try a 3 foul. If he can get behind the 9, it's not a bad 3 foul. Now he can hit it 1 rail. If he got behind the 9, that's a really good 3 foul. It's a really good safety. He just didn't quite hit it hard enough to get behind the 9.
Trying to figure out if the ball's frozen. Frozen to the rail. Well, in this case, Bryan may have outmoved him.
This 1 ball's not frozen, so it's a good hit.
Yeah, 1 ball moved.
How I got all the balls on this side? You put it on the side. That means you need 1.
Whatever it's going to be, it's going to be a safety.
Yeah, it's just a matter of whether he's going to try to bring it up the table or bring the cue ball down here. I think trying to drop back down here behind the 9 is probably a better try. I think he didn't get there. The 1 ball goes. I don't know if he was trying that bank or he was trying. It's hard to tell.
Not that I necessarily think he was taking a flyer on that. Taking a flyer is not going to get him anywhere. Bryan can sit back down.
From experience, that tends to frustrate Bryan a little bit more than anything when they make a lucky ball or something like that.
I don't know if that was a lucky ball. I think it was a two-way shot.
Like it might be, you know what I mean? I agree. I think it was a two-way shot. It's just, wow, that was interesting.
I know what he was trying to do, but this might be Bryan's biggest opportunity to really put something together.
Nice try for a good stroke. He just didn't hit quite hard enough.
Does 4-ball go by the 5?
Well, maybe it does.
I think it did.
It's just real tight.
Yeah. But Tim will be glad to let Bryan sit for 4 or 5 shots and think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Got awfully straight, but as close as the 7 is to the pocket, he's fine. He can still do quite a bit with it.
Billo says his hands full over there with Slavos. It's an 11. It's actually an 11.5 race. Slavos a 6.23.
It's an awful lot of weight for a 6.23 to be getting.
Mm-hmm. He almost walked next to me and says, "Are you trying to test me?" I said, "No, but I think he will."
He's supposed to. Two-ball.
Mm-hmm.
And he can see all of the 1.
I think this one should be a safety behind the 6-ball also, but we'll see. Oh, wow, he tried it.
And he made it. He was also trying to break that 3 open.
Mm-hmm.
Really, Bryan wins this rack, then we've still got a match.
Oh, yeah.
But at the moment, Tim is kind of just toying with him. And Bryan hasn't proven to him yet that he's not a man to be toyed with.
Well, he's missed a couple of shots you wouldn't expect him to miss.
If your opponent's gonna give you opportunities, you gotta make a couple of them work in order to get him to stop doing it.
Yeah. Wow, that was an unforced error for sure.
And that was the leave he was going to give himself on the 5.
Well, again, he had to hit more of the 4-ball, which would have led him about halfway up the table. And he hit too little of it, which caused it to dead. That's what left him so long. If he'd made the ball, it wouldn't have been that far away. If he'd made it, it wouldn't have been quite so far away.
interesting.
Safety. Oh, he hit it. He trying to cut it. That's what he gets. I don't think that was the right shot. I don't think that cut was the right shot. Just my opinion. I mean, you can be aggressive if you make the ball and you really put a nail in the guy's coffin, but I think it was a little too aggressive.
Good shot there. Bryan's stressing a little bit just on this out.
I'm all bracket. If you want to, if that's going to help you, yeah.
You see, he should shoot the side pocket, but the corner pocket is a much bigger pocket.
Yeah, but it's easy to make up your mind before you even hit the 8 what you're going to do.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, like we were saying, we're not exactly in a position where Bryan can't win this match.
Mm-hmm. True, Bryan still has a 7-5 advantage.
This is getting me in trouble right now.
My point is everyone's got different tastes. That's why Horizon likes to mix and match your family and the plans. So everyone gets the plan they want without the need to fix their taste.
Well, you can see the two.
Kinda. He can, but what do you do with it?
Yeah, I don't know that it's an advantage to be able to see it. Okay, that's not bad. You might have left him a window there to hit the edge of it. Or even a window to kick it.
He's got a window to make it now. Could have tried to play safe there, but he left him a window to make it.
Good shot.
Tim's got to follow it inside the 9 ball.
That totally works, yeah. It's cute.
I had to squat up to
Oh, I think that was the last song in that playlist.
The 6-8's really tied up, so let's figure out what he's going to do with the 6-8.
Yeah, he looked at it and he looked like he was trying to measure where he wanted to be.
Yeah.
Shake, shake.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
Yeah, that worked out great.
Onyx says they need a sash.
Oh,
Hit the rail first going in.
no mystery as to how he feels about that.
True enough.
Good
That was a
shot.
nice shot by Bryan.
Although I would have liked to have seen a little more angle.
Well, you're coming off that point right there, so it's kind of hard to control that. You hit it harder and it deflects into the pocket. You hit it softer and it's not hard enough to go in. So basically, you concentrate on making that shot and just take what you can, take what you get.
If it were Tim, he would shoot the 7 and roll up to the other rail and just be happy with the cut.
Well, he also should hit the edge of the 7 and maybe get behind the 8 ball down there. But that's a really touchy shot. He had more angle than I thought. He actually could have stunned that ball to the end rail. Plus he was on the rail, so that's harder.
He's going to have a tester here.
Yep.
That surprised me a little.
Side pocket.
Oh, no. Pool gods aren't going to be that nice.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't hold up. Bryan seems to be a little frustrated. So
But you know you're shooting do or die there. You're the hero if you make that shot, but what are the odds?
Cardinals are down 14-0.
I saw that.
I think I know this one. It's all right. Late break.
Well, they're both racing to 6 right now, but I sure like Tim's path to 6 a lot more than I like Bryan's.
Oh yeah, you gotta like that.
Whatever. I don't know if they changed it or not.
Made a ball, did not scratch. I don't know how much of the 2 he's got here if he makes the 1. 4-1. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I was wrong about that. Though. Tim needs 6. Bryan needs 5. I forgot Bryan had got a rack in there. I got the score right in front of me, and I.
Well, you know, it's funny.
Sorry, I'm trying to address them. So
21-0 now.
Wow. Maybe they're right.
Yeah, and I was like,
Maybe we put in Josh on week 2.
yeah, and he still couldn't get, but you know, meanwhile, right, the other guy's like, and he looks at it and you can see him just adjust the ball. I'm like, huh. I guess
He's
it
going to
wasn't that
leave
bad.
Tim a makeable 1 ball. He'll have to avoid the 9. He avoided the 9. I didn't know how much much of the 2 he had available. I still don't know how much of the 2 he has available. Hey, you made it.
I did.
Tim, let's see. Wanting scores on other matches. It looks like Junior is ahead. Oh, he had a lot of that too. Looks like Junior's a couple racks ahead of Ray. And if they're keeping score using the beads, then Ian and Gary are 4-4 right now. Nice safety there. Took away the simple 1 rail.
And who do we got on table 1? Vilmos and
Vilmos and Slavo.
Slava. These are the final 8?
Yes.
Okay. Well, it's nice to see a healthy number of Arizonans in the final 8.
Oh, yeah. Either way, we're going to have either Bryan or Tim playing for the hot seat.
Oh, wow.
Bryan has struggled a little bit here, obviously, by the score.
Man, come on.
I'm kind of trying to keep an eye on
I feel like I should just drop it.
this match on the table next to us between Gary and Ian so that I can see if they're actually using the beads or not.
Oh, right.
Anywhere else.
Nice shot.
Good shot by Bryan. He's a little flat on it. Well, maybe he's not as flat as I think. He can punch it out. That's what he did. Nice shot.
Yeah. A little bit of angle.
So will the Facebook cut off the stream if it hears the NFL in the background?
I don't know. I thought about that, but it hasn't happened yet.
Okay.
And really, we didn't have a whole lot of a problem with it yesterday.
Oh yeah.
We had
just
less
the
of an
one
issue than
time.
I thought.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
I think so.
I don't know if he's got enough angle to make it easy.
Yeah, he's definitely got to hit it pretty firmly to go off back and forth rails, end up below that 9.
Okay, they are using the beads over there. So Ian is ahead 5-4.
Yeah, this is kind of a tricky shot. Fun way to do it is to go forward 3 rails, but I wouldn't do that in a competition.
The fun way. Hey, hit that real nice.
There you go, short side, but that works. Oh, after that shot, you don't want to miss that one. He was so happy about the effort he had in the previous shot, he forgot to put the same effort into that shot.
What were the better broadcasters taking for doing that?
Brought in the A team.
I got tired of listening to me, so.
There you go, nice shot.
Oh,
Don't do
there's.
that.
Yep, they did.
That's just too bad. Reminds me of that scene in The Princess Bride. You made the classic blunder.
Is Tim really making him shoot this?
Well, I think Tim moved away, so he
Oh,
just
okay.
did. Yeah. Tim is over there consoling himself.
I have a 9-foot diamond at home. Well, I have a very job and 4 kids and a husband, so
4-2 Tim.
You see, we got Joe's Q repair over there.
Yeah, and he's busy.
Yeah, well, that's good to hear. I've never seen a guy set up a. Did he just set that up and he's parked here for the tournament?
No, I don't think so. I think he's here the whole time. Because
Oh, really?
he left his stuff here last night. And Gary had said he usually leaves his stuff here.
Huh, well, that's really cool that there's so much going on here at Griff's that he can set up shop without having like a designated workspace, you know, like an office or something like that.
Right.
Like Freezers has their little built-in corner.
Yeah, and they've got the same at
So does Bull Shooters,
right.
yeah.
All right, we're pretty sure it's going to be a safety here. I don't know, he's hitting it with an awful lot of inside. Yeah, when you're hitting it with that much inside, you're trying to make the ball.
Yeah, he totally was. Well, looks like the 2 goes by the 4. So shooting, yeah, it's going to be tricky for him to get shape on the 2 that'll leave him good shape to get on the 3.
Right.
Because he wants to be just a little bit left of that 5 probably. Kind of where he is now almost. Even closer to the rail maybe. Yeah, it's no good.
Tim was almost out of the chair there thinking he missed. Now he's back cutting. Does he have a full pocket?
I would say 94% of a pocket. Yeah. Well, he managed to get back there. That was pretty impressive
Yeah.
that he got that kind of shape.
He'd have been okay with the miss if he just hit the 2 first.
Well, I think
Or he did hit it. Okay,
Yeah.
He just ran into the 5. Okay, so he's not so bad.
No, he's
For
not
the
bad
4.
at all.
Nice hit.
That was.
But now he's got a makeable 2 and the angle to get down to the 3. Update from the other table, it looks like it is 6-5 Ian. I don't think he intended to hit the 9, but he should still be okay.
Let's see. Can you hit it soft enough to hold it, or is he going to have to go back and forth, or go crashing into things like a wild rhinoceros?
I was glad to see him make that ball. He struggled a little bit with that shot so far.
Those are tricky shots, especially when you're deep in the heart of competition.
Did I do that?
There we go. Too bad he has to spot it, but let's see here.
Well, he went for a bank like this earlier.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, and he missed it, and he lost the game.
Yeah.
So I wonder if he tries it again. This one I think might be a little easier.
I think I do all day long.
I mean, if you make it, you're supposed to be
You're
out.
out. Yeah. Yeah, this is one of those banks I think would make 50 to 55% of the time anyway, so it's just worth trying. But I think he should take a little bit more time on that.
Well, now he's tried it twice and missed it twice. He may not try it again.
Yeah, it's, this is a tricky little shot too, because to get back up above the 6, you got to put some outside on it, but you're also flirting with the side pocket there.
Yeah, you called it.
Yeah. Okay, Bryan, you're supposed to be out here.
absolutely.
Nice shot there. Good speed. No matter what, he can either slide it over or draw it back. He's in a good spot.
And I just saw they're using the beads on the other table where Junior Flores leads Ray Skenador 4-1.
Nice work, Junior. Now, if I know Junior, he's got orange shoes on.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's got a pair of shoes to go with every shirt color he has.
Bryan's making a nice little comeback here. I think partly Tim is allowing it to happen, but Bryan's taking advantage when he's getting the opportunity.
Yeah, that's what it takes, yeah. If Tim scratches on a tricky shot, you have to get out.
And it's now 6-6 between Ian and Gary.
So now, did Tim and Junior play earlier?
Yes, Tim won that.
Okay.
So the winner between Bryan and Tim will play the winner between Slavo and Vilnius for the hot seat.
Okay.
And Vilnius took care of me this morning, gave me a 5-pack right off the bat, right off the
Oh,
coin
wonderful.
flip.
Okay.
Broke and ran 5.
Wonderful. Who was he playing?
Ian.
Okay.
And Ian was one shot short of going hill with him, making the
wow.
comeback.
Yeah, and I played Vilmos. I was marking the score on the paper, and he was using the beads.
Okay.
And I think I accidentally marked an extra one because he was just putting together a package or whatever, and maybe got confused. So I got to 11, and he said, I've only counted 10. And so I was surprised, but I appreciated the honesty.
Oh, yeah.
And so he gave me a chance, and I ran out the rack. And then was pretty far through the second rack, and I was like, well, what if I put a 4-pack on him right here to win?
There you go.
That might be a little strange. He wouldn't...
Were you halfway through the third rack and he said, no, wait, now that I think
Right,
about it,
right,
it was
yeah.
11. That'd be the move. Wait till the guy's on the final 9. Nope, I was wrong, never mind.
Ooh. He's got that famous safety paddle.
Yeah. Got it shared on Facebook, every 4 to 6 weeks?
Yeah.
That
Yeah, it's
shot worked
beautiful.
out
And is
well.
it was it Forsyth doing the commentary for that?
Probably.
Yeah. One of those international competitions where they had the purple carpet and the diamond plate flooring around the table.
All right, the 7 clears the 8. You just got to get back to it.
Yeah.
Is he going to run into the 9?
Not necessarily a bad idea. The question is, does he have the right angle to get back?
I think
I
he
don't
left himself.
know. He's not happy with this.
Tim, yes, they are playing on table 1, and they are not using the beads, so nice shot. Don't. That's not even fair. They're not using the beads, so we can't really tell what the score is over there. Vilnius is at the table right now. There's a shock.
There we go. That works. Tim's got a bank. But if you don't make it, you're selling out.
Is he selling? Oh, he's not going to scratch.
Might nipple hook him though.
Oof. Either way, he's awfully straight. I'm not sure I would have wanted to be Tim shooting that 8-ball from there.
True. Ian just played a great safety.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Bryan got that shot.
Yeah, and just decided he'd live with the 8. And this 8-ball's makeable.
Yeah, I would just have to take your time with it being a rail shot. But,
He doesn't have to think about the 9.
yep, don't have too much of a backstroke.
Just like that.
Yep.
Very nice. And Bryan has come back from 4-0 down to 4-4.
Well, I know how Tim feels.
Oh yeah, Tim's going outside to figure out what's happening. I mean, Bryan's 2 racks away from winning the rack.
Well, maybe
Or from winning the match.
maybe Tim is solar powered. Just gonna go out and recharge.
Maybe. Boy, if you were a pool player that was solar powered, you'd be in trouble.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I'm part vampire nearly. I've seen before an outdoor tournament.
Really?
Yeah, I saw pictures of one or something like that. It's not a commonplace thing, but it was, I want to say somewhere in New York, they just put like a few Valley bar tables outside and had an outdoor tournament.
Wow, that's a new one.
Yeah, that would be actually pretty cool. You know, if you knew you were going to have good weather, just set up an outdoor tournament. Who plays in sunlight?
Actually, you know, now that I think about it,
That would be really
way
interesting.
back in the day, the Camel Tour did an exhibition match with Miz, Siegel, Jeanette, and Ming at a biker rally, and it was outside, and they were all dressed in leathers.
Really? You know what? What do you think would be involved? I know you know how to get the tables together for Casino del Sol and such like that, but to put together an outdoor tournament somewhere.
Boy, I think whoever provided the tables would really worry about the conditions. You know, you don't want rain on.
Well, we live in Phoenix, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, and even if, a couple layers of tarps would cover a table and protect it just fine. But we have the weather there for it and the predictability of the weather.
Yeah.
Put some sort of, one-time, really interesting outdoor tournament together.
I was at a tournament one time where one of the lights caught fire and dropped flames on the table.
Oh, wow. How often do you get to see that?
Yeah, we looked up and all of a sudden there were flames dropping on a table.
Huh. The only thing close to that I saw was one of the CSI events between, I think, Shane and Shane McMinn because of the dry weather in Vegas, here in Vegas, got a nosebleed
Ooh.
while he was racking.
Oh no.
Yeah, and so there was a blemish on the table from this. And of course they try and rub it out with water and everything, which just made it bigger.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
normally the way it works.
Yeah. But yeah, a lot of people that come from humid places come here and it's so dry, their nasal passageways are not familiar with it.
Well, so far Tim's break has worked. He's back ahead 5-4.
Right. Well, maybe we're witnessing a momentum shift.
Tim's still, it's funny. Half an hour ago, we were talking about how Tim was way ahead, and Bryan wasn't necessarily out of the match. Now Tim's got a huge uphill battle.
Yeah, considering the fact that Bryan only has 2 games to win the match, and it's a 5-2 race. course, Bryan probably recognizes that and says, I only have 2 games to go.
Yeah, you can't
And
allow
lets
yourself
up
to
a little.
tighten up.
Oh, yeah, there's the orange shoes to complement the orange shirt.
Man, look at how good he's shooting over there.
It's the shoes and the shirt.
And Tim makes. Oh, and he's hooked. He made 2 balls on the break.
Oh, yeah, he does not have a fun position for this one ball. Well, let's see. Where do you push out to? Maybe push out up into that upper left-hand corner.
And just,
Give him just this small window, so he's going to run into the 5 if he takes the shot. So it's kind of difficult to play it safe because what's going to happen after the cue ball hits the 5?
you're thinking
Or no?
top
Oh,
left.
I'm sorry. That's the 9 ball. I thought it was a 1.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, maybe you push out over here, give him a rail shot where he can't cut it in the side.
Oh, Junior just jawed an 8 ball.
Oh,
Okay, where's that?
well, that's no fun. There
Where'd
we
it
go,
end
right
up?
behind the
Nice
3.
shot.
That's an excellent shot. Yeah, we're going to have some chaos here because, yeah, he's probably going to hit the ball, but being closer to center of the table, it's kind of hard to really plan what side of the ball you're going to hit.
Right.
Exactly. So I would think maybe you should hit the bottom. Oh, he went for the top. If you hit the bottom of it, the cue ball comes back over under these 4 balls at the bottom of the table.
Now, do you go for the make here if you're Bryan?
Well, he's got to worry about his speed coming back and forth across the table to get a good shot on the 3. Yeah, this shot, if he goes back and forth across the table, he can't just come over by the 8, sit there. The ball's going to be going too fast. He's got to go back and forth a couple times. But he might be playing a bank. Yeah, that was a smart shot because he was doing a 2-way thing there.
Yeah, you almost got him hooked.
Yeah, it was built-in good place for the cue ball. He did make it. However, I think Tim can cut this in. Well, he could have.
Doesn't look like he's got enough of the pocket to make the ball.
Oh, he did that? That was excellent.
He's gonna play me, so
Is he going to get far enough?
Nope.
Oh, man.
but
Man, that's the second one of those shots he's made where it's just been an excellent shot and he just didn't get rewarded for it. Like the previous one he made that kind of
Yeah.
where he bumped into the 9 ball.
He deserved a lot better.
Yeah.
like right now, you're supposed to just gonna walk up.
It's cool for you. You can make a great shot and end up in the doghouse anyway.
Yep. Not a guaranteed visit from the position fairy.
All right, now we're even. You'd never heard Wallabushka, and I've never heard that one.
I just gotta look at my text messages.
Okay, we're even. Ready?
We didn't start counting.
Junior's a great room.
It is.
You won't like what $5 is.
Great food.
Yeah.
Everything I've ordered has
Oh.
been outstanding.
Santa Fe salad was wonderful.
Nice
Yeah, they do
hit.
have good food. What other good rooms have you been to? We really like. You've probably been to a lot of them, haven't you?
No, I don't go to a lot of tournaments in pool rooms.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
outside of
Right.
Arizona. Hard Rock I went to Hard Rock once.
Where's that?
California.
Hard Rock or Hard
Or
Times?
Hard Times.
Okay.
Hard Rock. Yeah,
Wait, did
I'm wide awake.
Bellflower close, didn't it?
One of them did, yeah. And I
Okay,
think
yeah.
it was Bellflower that I went to.
Okay. Yeah, that was known for having lots of great tournaments and players and action and everything. Huh. Yeah, I'd like to go explore some rooms in California.
Did he hook him?
I'd also like to go to Steinway.
Yeah.
That'd be cool to go to.
And you know, I get to New York a couple times a year, but I don't get into the city, New York.
Oof. I'm glad he's shooting that, not me. I'll play it from the booth. Yeah.
If he hits it just right, he can make the ball.
Yeah, this same shot I had Ronnie Allen play on me. Ooh, made it there. There we go, that works too.
Not much reward, though.
Damn, that's an anti-reward. You didn't deserve that.
It looks like Ian and Gary Lutton are 8-8 over there.
Oh, that's exciting.
And 5-2 with Junior and Ray.
Instant purchase notifications from Capital One, so you won't miss a purchase. Large, small, or very large. This technology is helpful, could make history.
Bryan deserves a great big junior role here sometime in this match. Because the pool gods have really been screwing with him.
Yeah, there's like some sort of blockage, and once it releases, it'll just be a fusillade of rolls.
And Bryan says, did you have to get that good on the 5?
Oh, this will be interesting.
Are you going one rail, or are you coming around 2 or 3?
Probably one. Yeah, he didn't want to swing that wide, but
I expected him to come further down.
yeah.
Oh, I thought he had hung that ball. So did Bryan.
So did Junior.
So Junior got the ultimate roll today.
Oh, did he?
When he lost to Tim in his first match, he got a bye in his next one.
He got a bye.
Yeah, the guy that he was playing couldn't be here that early.
Oh.
He didn't know it when he walked in, but he didn't have to play his next match.
Yeah, that's a roll. Sure. All right. What's the score on the Vilmos match? Any idea?
There's no way to tell. I mean, short of getting up and walking over there.
Women's intuitions.
It looks like Slavo just won a rack, though.
Yeah, it's good news that you got your package you wanted to see.
Yeah.
Well, you could get your ass in the pocket. Whenever you're ready there.
No, Joe took down his key repair sign. He was packing it up.
Oh.
Like, date,
he left himself a nice 2. Just figure out how he wants to get back on the 4.
Yeah, and then, well, that'll work there.
Okay.
He's going to kind of slide over to the side pocket a little bit. Maybe you draw it back up above the side pocket, so you got a good angle on the 5 to get to the 6.
Draw it to the other side of the 5.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not sure how he was planning on going from the 5 to the 6 right here. Is he just going to try and draw it back in between the 8 and 9?
He must have been.
Well, let's find out what Tim's going to do about it. Tim has more angle.
Yeah, Tim
He
kind
might
of went
be
to the
able to-
50.
Yeah, he can come over just above the 7 and maybe go in between 8, 6 right by the 9. Or he can miscue.
And leave it in the jaws.
That 6 ball still.
Going back to that comment you made early in the match about the fun shot,
Yeah, this is the fun shot.
you want to hit this with high right. I want to hit
Yeah.
it so bad like that.
I want to hit it like about 230. Go 3 rails.
Yep,
Yep.
1, 2,
Oh, look at this.
3. How does it look?
Oh, is that perfect or what?
That's the fun shot.
Yes, way to go, Bryan. You did the fun shot, pulled it off.
Oh, I don't like shoot. Well, you know, he's off the rail.
Yeah.
He just has to stroke it and make the ball.
Oh, he's off the rail enough. He can get down on it enough. Oh, that's good.
He made it.
There we go.
Very nice. This will put him on the hill.
That's terrific. I love the fun shot, and he did it well.
And he deserved it. You know,
Yeah.
making that shot, you deserve to win the rack.
Yeah, that was great. Right under the.
Don't talk
under the
yourself
9
out of
open.
this, though.
No, I think he's got the wrong angle here. Just roll forward and give what the table gives you, or you do this.
Scratch.
It's about the only thing that could have slowed that down. But
I might even take an extra second here because he had a similar shot that he missed.
oh, did he?
Very
That's,
nice.
Can't believe it's sports season already.
Yeah, football, baseball is coming to an end.
Yep.
Pennant races. Diamondbacks doing their best to stay out of that race.
Yeah, it's the last place I want to be, right?
Yeah, apparently. Is hockey still going?
No, hockey ended.
Okay.
That ended, like what, a couple months ago? I was here for the finals of the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, Vegas was in the finals.
Yeah, and the feeling here in the city was unbelievable. That team really brought the city together in ways I've never seen.
Good.
Yeah. All right. Let's see if Bryan would love to have a break and run here.
Oh, yeah.
And Tim would like to have Bryan try and break a run and leave the 9 ball hanging.
6 is going to come over and take away part of that 1 ball from him.
6 has crashed the party. Tim might try and stop the cue ball down there, use the 6, and bring the 1 back down to the other side of the table. How did he do? Oh, he got a window.
I think he might
came
have lined him up.
1-9.
Oh, no. Bryan was jumping in his... As he was standing there, he was so excited.
He banked like the 8.
This is the match on a shot that you'd love to have.
Yeah. If he wanted me to, I would go shoot this for him, in fact.
He's trying to get his breathing under control.
My point is everyone's got different tastes. That's why Horizon lets you mix and match your family unlimited plans. So everyone gets the plan they want without paying for things like right now.
Split the... Oh, no! Oh, no!
Jeez.
And hit the ball in front of the pocket
Oh,
and
you
still
know what?
scratched.
It was like a soap opera called As the Cue Ball Rolls.
Wow. Bryan's going outside. He can't believe
Are you
it.
solar powered too?
I think he wants to go outside so he can scream someplace other than indoors.
Right.
Wow.
Just have a pinata out there you can just beat with like a claw hammer.
Well, Tim's finding the whole thing humorous. I believe it.
Oh, and he's back.
Our Q repairman said he heard Bryan screaming outside.
Wow. Well, I mean, it's not like that was the type of scratch he should have seen.
No.
You know, it was just the ball's reacting in a way that only a supercomputer would predict.
Yeah, I mean, the
So,
ball was in front of
it's-
the pocket. You're thinking there's no way I can scratch.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate, but
I mean, look at what
just take
Tim does.
take a breath. Tim still has to win 4 games. Yeah, you were close.
Yeah, it's like tennis. You
Yeah.
know, okay, so set point number or match point number 1 you didn't convert.
Right. Yeah, still got plenty of pool left. That's a pretty delicate shot for him. Nice shot. Did he?
Left him a pretty straightforward one rail. Just where the question is where it's going to go.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I play to hit the bottom side of this 4, send it up table, and leave the cue ball. You can leave it down here below the 8-9 if I get it right. There we go.
Just like
There
that.
we go.
Hit it with real nice speed too.
Yeah. 10. Yeah, he's trying to use the 6. That's a pretty good shot too.
He's not going to get there. I mean, he's jacked up, but you left him a full path to the ball to do with as he may.
Yeah, he's not going to get a 3-foul rule in this game.
Oh no. Bryan went for a 3-foul earlier, and Tim got out of it.
Okay. Yeah, it's fun to win on a 3-foul.
Oh yeah, that should be worth 2 games.
Oh, did he get it?
There's a window, but boy, I don't think he's got the window. I think he's got to go behind it.
Well, let's see.
Oh, he's
getting
lining
down.
right up on it.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, wow, Tim, get it.
Oh, and he got a roll
Handshake.
there.
Yeah. I think you can just draw this back and nudge that 9 out of the way.
I think so.
Yep.
And we're about to be 7-5. You know, Bryan's over there hating life, not seriously, but and they're having a good time, but you know, this is to get to the hot seat match.
Right,
You
yeah.
can't get
and-
too funny.
Yeah. I mean, I don't blame him for feeling the feelings in that scratch. He's like,
Right.
I won it. Oh, no, I didn't.
I mean, that combo had to look huge. Like, there's no way I can miss it.
Yeah, no, he made a good shot on that. It was just, that's tricky collision of balls. Well, Vilmos is cleaning up again.
Yeah, I'd sure like to know the score over there. Well, actually, I'd kind of like to know it. Not enough to go walk over and look.
Meanwhile, Junior and
Yeah, that looks like 6-3 Junior. Oh, they're done over there. Vilmos won. Okay, so
Okay.
Vilmos beats Slavo. He'll play the winner of this for the hot seat.
all right. Well,
Tim's going to take a break now.
Even eliminating existing assistance programs for customers with disabilities. Please vote no on this costly
good shoot in Vilmos. I wonder if there's been any matches that have almost come close, because I know there's been a lot of players he's had to give some serious weight to.
Yeah, well, I mean, Ian was running out to get to Hill Hill,
Okay.
and it was going to be a great comeback.
What did Ian have to go to, 5 or 6?
You know, I don't remember it right in front of me. I want to say maybe 6.
Okay. So what's Ian, about a 650-ish?
No, I want to say he's just over 700.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he's a very good player.
Okay.
When he played John Tedder on this table yesterday, he just ran over him.
Oh, wow.
I mean, he looked like he was practicing at home.
Ah. Yeah, that can happen. I ran over Barton yesterday.
Barton can play.
Yeah, no, it was obvious that he could play, but I think he just got a little frustrated with himself. And I had just gotten run over by Vilmos.
Oh.
So. Well, there we go, Tim.
Lost his cue ball.
Well, 2-ball
He's
reined it
okay.
in. Yeah. That's got a pretty simple 2-rail shape on this too.
He's going to have to bump the 4 when he makes the 3, though.
Yeah. Yeah, he might even bump the 4, get in shape on the 3. Yeah, that's an awkward position to have to put your hand. I think he's on the wrong side too to bump it now, but well, he might. He'll come off the long rail into the 4.
He's on the wrong side of the 3. Well, maybe not.
No, he
No,
doesn't
you
like
can't
this.
see it.
Yeah. Well, if he hits the bottom side of the 3, he can get it up there by the 8.
Oh, what he's going to do with that 5 ball?
Or the 4?
Was it the 4? Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be tricky. Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of a tester, but to draw it off the 3 back down by where the 7 is, but the 7's there. Let's see what he does.
Oh, Tim says that Ian is a 702.
Okay.
He got real
He
good
did,
on this ball.
yeah, he did draw it back. That was a pretty good shot, too. Cue ball was a little close to the rail.
It looks like he's not happy with it, but I'd be happy with it. Well, I mean, he's
He's on the
okay.
wrong side
Right.
of it. I think he's going to have to hit the 9 to make it. That's why Captain Chuckle Pants is there, but okay,
good
shot.
hit. Where is he
Oh,
going?
yeah.
No, he's good. He's good.
Oh yeah, he's got it in the side. All right.
7 to the 8, and get the right line on the 8, and you're going to convert match point number 2.
Yeah, this could be Bryan's winning game here. Now,
You're going to try
What's he
that
gonna do on
3-rail
that-
shot again? He doesn't have the same angle on this one.
yeah, it's viable. That's definitely viable here. You just got to worry you don't scratch in that left-hand side. Yeah, that's what he's looking. That's the tricky thing here. I think. Yeah, you got to worry about that left-hand side pocket. Might try and draw it back. He's kind of flat on it though, so he's got to kind of punch it. Yep, he did it, and he missed the side. There
Missed
we
the
go.
corner too. You're
Yeah,
good. You're
yeah,
good.
Totally good, and you got good angle.
Got
to
angle.
come back.
Mr. Barrera.
Hey, Joey.
You've been
So-
teaching Bryan how to play? He's having a good weekend. Oh yeah, you guys did play. You guys played yesterday late, didn't you?
All right, I think here you go top. Got to have a bunch of left spin
Yeah.
and good speed.
Unnecessary.
I would
English?
let the English take it off the long rail down here.
I think he might
Yeah,
have.
that was just nerves. Yeah, you hit that gentle with a lot of spin, and then the spin carries it down here and settle it on the short rail.
All right, he failed to convert opportunity
Again.
number 2.
Again. There we go. That's a good shot by Tim. He's going to give it to him.
Now we're starting to get into dangerous territory
Yeah, we
for
certainly are.
Bryan.
Yes. He knows it too. He's grabbing his nose.
Yeah.
And he's shaking and twitching.
Well, you get that close and then you can't convert.
Yep.
But then again, Joey, you've excelled on the tour for the last couple of seasons. But didn't you go through a phase where you were almost there, and then once you break through, you know how to do it? It looked like Bryan's did on that 8-ball.
Yeah, then you can kind of go into cruise control if your fundamentals are good when you're under pressure.
Scratch? No.
And does he get shape on it? No, he's blocked by the 8. Judging by the body language. Yeah, but even if he wasn't blocked by the 8, you have to deal with this 3-7 situation. Nice. Kick at it and hide behind the 8.
Yeah. Tim will be more than happy to end Bryan's opportunity for a big win.
Really thought of
Oh, it's
He's not going to get there.
That's no good. Yeah, see the spin that he had on that cue ball? That's what you would have wanted on the 8 for the last game.
Right.
Alright, Tim.
He's not going to come across for the 3 up table, is he? He's got to shoot the combo.
I think, can he punch it over? Or is he going to go forward? Yep, going forward.
Jeez.
Oh my gosh. That was a pizza commercial with a screaming child.
Made it
Oh,
a
look
great
at that.
shot.
We're gonna tell you afterwards.
Yeah, that's
Tim can't believe it. Or Bryan can't believe it.
yeah, that was a really good shot to make under that kind of pressure.
And he's afterwards, he's like, by the way,
Ooh, jacking up, huh? That's not too bad.
So he gets the fun shot.
Yeah. I don't know. You're running in danger of clipping that 9. I think he's going to draw it back, play for the left side of the 8.
Okay, good shot. Junior and Ray looks like 6'4". 6'4", okay. Right here, we're
yeah.
Hill.
Oh, Bryan can't believe it.
And
He had a 6-game advantage at one point. Didn't he? Or 5.
5,
5-game
yeah.
advantage. Yeah, it was 5-4 in his favor, wasn't it? So Tim's won
Yeah.
almost 6 games in a row.
Well, and, a couple of those were opportunities that Bryan had.
Yep.
3-0? Okay. I don't know what happened on that Lutman-Costello match, but they haven't been at the table for a while. Ian lost. Wow. And that was a straight race. Both of your losses were Hill. Damn.
Played smart, played safe, and balls right in.
Wow.
Right out. Yeah, it was impressive.
Ooh.
Does he have to come all the way down table and back?
I'm not sure. He might be able to slow roll it and hold it up there, but it looks like. Yep, that's what he's doing. Did it pretty well too, as long as. If you're going to be on the rail, might as well be in front of the pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jacking up again. 3 to the 4 is going to be the match.
Oh, he gets to do the fun shot. I think he might have it. He's gonna do the same shot he just did on the previous 8-ball though. Yeah, he's gonna drop back.
Oh, he's going to bump the 4. He's
Oh,
going
it's
to be
gonna be
perfect.
happy with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
And Bryan says, does he have to get every roll? He hit that ball good, though.
He did. That wasn't.
That wasn't necessarily
It was
a
just
roll.
one of those things that was close enough that it could have gone the other way. Could have turned into a roll in Bryan's favor, but it's just not how it worked out.
Which one of our local Arizona players is going to be in charge of keeping Bryan off of high buildings after this? Well, he's going to be right back up.
All right. Looks like we're going to get to have a Vilmos Tim Daniel match.
That'll be a good hot seat.
Yeah.
All right, Tim Daniel, 10-5. Great match.
Excellent work. Excellent comeback.
10-5. 10-5.
I understand.
Oh, Bryan didn't think it was over.